Now that we talked about our first point, let's talk about our second. Regulation breathing is a science-based way to calm anxiety, and there have been many recent studies that have shown that breathing techniques can be more beneficial to treating anxiety, and this is what our breathe band will do. Here's our breathe band. You may be wondering, what is regulation breathing? And that may sound like a big term or just two words that you know what they mean and it just sounds so weird together. And according to the Respiratory Therapy Zone, they write that it is controlled primarily by the respiratory centers located in the brainstem. And this physiological system balances multiple variables such as oxygen and CO2 levels, pH, and metabolic demands. And that's a lot of big words, but basically your anxiety and stress is all in your head. Basically, it's all in your head. And there are different ways to go about your breathing, and these are the most effective treatments for your anxiety and stress levels. And agreeing with this statement, authors of Self-Regulation of Breathing as a Primary Treatment for Anxiety state that these techniques are therefore excellent for treating various stress disorders. And this means that you're able to do your own breathing techniques and it will benefit your health way more than any type of medication. And it's also probably a little bit cheaper than buying your medication, might I add. And the breathe band is here to help with that. And it's a one-time thing and you don't have to keep on buying medications. So this leads into how the breathe band will help you. Since you don't have to buy any medications for the breathe band, you are going to be naturally regulating your breathing and help with your anxiety. And this will do it. And since you don't have to buy medications, the band is gonna just be worn just like a watch would, and it just sits on your arm, and it will sync up to your body just kind of like an Apple Watch would, and it's gonna track your body just kind of like an Apple Watch, but instead of like all the different things like tracking runs, tracking steps, tracking sleep, tracking whatever else it'll track, it's going to be tracking your breathing and your stress levels, and this system is only focusing on those so that the data is more accurate and it gets back to you quicker and it doesn't get all jumbled up with any type of other bodily functions it could be tracking. And when you slow down your breathing, your levels of cardiorespiratory synchronization increase, and when they increase, that means interaction between your heart and lungs are better synced up, and it's when they become out of balance that the stress and anxiety comes. And this band will be tracking those levels, and when it notices that they are starting to get uneven, it's going to buzz or beep at you when it senses that your levels are too high or too uneven. And this type of interruption serves as a reminder that you just need to take a break in your day and just do whatever breathing technique is going to be shown on right here. And you can download different types of breathing treatments. Like the main one is just like breathe in and out for however many seconds, breathe out for how many seconds, but on the app, or you can download your own types of words that will pop up that will tell you what to do and how to breathe. And you can just leave the one that's on there, or you can add multiple, and you can sync it up to if you have a higher stress, then you could have different types of breathing techniques than when you have low stress. But overall, it just serves as a way to regulate your stress in a natural way, and just using a little bit of technology to help that and recognize that.